So Daisy, obviously venue change for tomorrow night. What's your sort of reaction?
Oh, still just excited for the game. I think it's an easy one for us given that it's been moved to our other home venue. We were really looking forward to playing at Leederville. Such a great atmosphere, both at the game but around the precinct as well, pre and post game. But we'll hold that and look forward to it later in the season. But for this game, pretty straightforward given that we train and play here anyway. So nothing much changes. We just crack in and look forward to seeing as many people down here as we possibly can. It's only 15 minutes down the road, so you could almost get it wrong and roll into Leederville and still make it for the bounce. So if no one's there, you're at the wrong place. Come to Mineral Resources Park.
What's the feeling for you and amongst the group leading into round one and being on the opening night of the season for the second year in a row as well?
Yeah, we're just excited to get out and go to work, and we've been toiling away since early in the year, back in February, and we can feel that we've progressed. We've got things we're still trying to get after, and now we get to roll out against opposition as we have over the last couple of weeks, but with our family and friends and the club and the footy world tuning in to see our game. So looking forward to it. We're up against a tough opposition that would be feeling the same, no doubt. The beauty of this competition, only 10 seasons in, is that every year the competition athletically, skills-wise, understanding of the game just goes up another gear. So Gold Coast will be feeling like they're in a similar spot, ready to test out what they've improved on. So yeah, we can't wait to see where it sits.
Bella Lewis obviously was in sneakers at training this morning. Can you give us an update on her chances of getting off tomorrow night?
Yeah, she'll play, Bella. She was in sneakers. I think just captain's run. A few of them will choose to go out in sneakers, given it's a light session.
Wanted to show off the pink.
Not me. I always have the boots on in case I get a kick. But Belle has done a heap of work. She's been rehabbing an ankle that she did at the beginning of pre-season, and did a bit of work, got back out onto the track and then had a little setback, so we just slowed it right down, and always the goal was round one. She's been an absolute professional. She's managed to improve physically in that time despite being in rehab, and yeah, she'll be out there ready to attack it to a full capacity, so it'll be an exciting addition to our lineup, having not had her in any of our practice matches so far.
And a few debutantes announced by the club and first game.
Yeah, Liz McGrath as a club debut. She said it's been 800 days since she got her name read out to play, so it was a pretty special moment. She played a couple of games at Port, and then she sat on North Melbourne's list behind some really competent rucks, and with a healthy list over the time that she was there, just didn't get her opportunity. But she's an absolute workhorse. She's made us better with her competitiveness and how demanding she is out on the track. She's physical, so yeah, she's earned her opportunity, and she's really looking forward to getting out there. And then Lou Painter, you would have seen her through our practice matches playing midfield time. She's an incredible athlete, a driven person in life and football, and yeah, has some weapons in terms of her footy. So you have to remind yourself and her that she's a 19-year-old, but I'd prefer that than someone that's going to come here and wait for an invitation. She doesn't wait. She's just cracked in since she got here. Her capacity to do work has been incredible, both in the gym and out on the track. So again, she's put herself in a really strong position to go out there and be a part of that mid-forward mix, which is exciting. And then Kayla Dalgleish, who was our final pick in the draft last year, small forward, speed, loves footy, great footy IQ because she just loves the game so much and watches a lot of it. I was going easy on her with the information early in the pre-season, not wanting to overload her, and she sort of sneakily told me that she's got a photographic memory about the clips that we show her. So I've loaded her up since then and told her to go and help other people. But she's a beauty. She loves the game. She's competitive, quietly competitive. Difficult role that takes a bit of discipline because you don't always get feedback in the sense of stats or other people noticing what you're doing, but we really value and appreciate what she brings. So another one who's earned the right, and look forward to seeing her out there doing her thing.
Charlie, how have you approached this pre-season? Obviously, you've got the captaincy this year. How did it change how you, altered your approach at all in any way, or is it just kind of business as usual?
Yeah, definitely business as usual. Obviously, it was a massive honour to be named captain alongside Bella Lewis, and yeah, when Swanee sort of handed that down, it was a pretty special moment. But business as usual. Like, we got voted in for a reason, and yeah, don't have to change too much. And Daisy was just saying before, now that we're in season now, it's like we've sort of played our role up until this point, and now we just get to play footy. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
And having Bella out there on the field with you, obviously she's been battling injury in pre-season. You know, how much of a boost is that for you, knowing that you've got a co-captain to share the load with?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm really excited, obviously, to play with her. I love playing with Bella. And yeah, she's had a tough pre-season, but she's worked her butt off to get back into the side. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to her first game this season. And yeah, I guess we'll maybe paper, scissors, rock who does the coin toss and things like that, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. And then from a positional point of view, like, it's good to have someone's voice in the mid and forward as well, and then I'll be down back, so yeah.
Daisy, how have you found your second pre-season in charge? Like, when you reflect back on your first pre-season and your first season, what were some of the biggest takeaways that you wanted to implement coming into this year?
Yeah, I think just being able to narrow our focus a bit on what we're going after. It takes a bit of time to sort of lay the foundations of what we need in our game, and it's so broad when you first get here and trying to instill a game style, whereas there were bits that we picked up pretty well, and then there were bits that we realised that we really needed to target. So our fundamentals under pressure, our team defence were big ones, and we've really gone after those. So yeah, being able to narrow in on that, use the strengths of the program. You come here with your own ideas and how you think that footy should be played, and then you get here and there's a different set of weapons that you've got to try and set the game up around and try and maximise as well. So yeah, those are the biggest things, I think, just being able to be a bit clearer on what we need to put our energy on. I think yeah, it's one of those things. Footy is such a broad and dynamic game. There's 100 things you could chase and feel like you need to chase any given week. But if you try and improve all of them, you probably improve none of them. So we've tried to be a bit more specific about what is going to give us the biggest bang for buck.
When you talk about narrowing focus, does that extend as well to beyond just on field, and also in terms of what you guys want to achieve, you know, in an overarching sense this season?
Yeah, I mean, we don't put any ceiling on what we can achieve. We've set ourselves up that we think the way that we're playing at our best, we'll go into every game believing that we're giving ourselves an opportunity to win. We want to play to win. And if we do that, we execute our game style and we have success playing to win, it'll land us with an outcome that's really exciting and where we want to be as a footy club. So, yeah, that's our goal, is just to keep improving, play to win, and go after the game style that we think will give us that chance. Do you guys talk about finals, or is it one of those things that doesn't even need to be said because just it's in the back of everyone's mind? I think it's just in the back of everyone's mind. I mean, they're a bunch of competitors at the elite level of footy. Everyone wants to be playing footy at the end of the season. No one likes watching finals. So, yeah, we don't really have to talk about it because we're focused on our process that's going to get us there. But absolutely, we encourage them to dream about it and see ourselves there in the future, because that's the goal. We're aiming for that, not to be okay.
Daisy, obviously Jess Wrench has looked phenomenal in the midfield this pre-season, but with Annabelle Johnson going down with that knee injury in the last pre-season game, is there any thought of her potentially going back, or do you feel like you have the players to fill that void? Nah,
there's a potential. Wrenchie's got such good versatility. The thing that underpins Wrenchie's game is her competitiveness. So yeah, wherever we put her, she plays her role. She'll stay in the midfield at times, and then she can play back as well should we need it. But we feel like we've got good coverage there. Really disappointing for Belle. Every time she takes to a footy field, you're just like in awe of how she makes us better. She's a composed footballer, so disappointing that she'll miss the first half of the season, but she'll get to work in rehab. But Wrenchie, yeah, there's a chance she plays a little bit back, but there's been other players that we've trialled through that position as well, and you know, the beauty of our list is they just put their hand up and they want to play the role they're given on the day. But first things first, it probably won't be Wrenchie because she's just gone in and demanded a spot in our midfield.
And obviously 10 years of the competition, you're at a very different phase in your career to what you were on that first night lockout crowd. How do you sort of reflect on how the competitions come in that time?
Oh, it's just awesome. Like, you know, it feels like a long time for people like me. But it's such a short time, and to see how far the game's come is just incredible. Like, you know, I don't say this out loud very often, but when I'm out there coaching, and I just can't help myself sometimes when Charlie or Ella or someone's got the ball, Lou Painter, call out to them and have them kick the ball at you. Just the power and the speed and the way that the game moves around you when you get to stand there and be a close observer as the coach. It's like a different sport. And these guys have achieved that in 10 years. You know, we as an industry and competition and all the work that's gone into the talent pathways and grassroots has achieved that in 10 years. It's in a great spot, and it's only going to keep getting better. I just, you know, if you love footy, you'll love coming to the AFLW this year because it's great footy. And there's, you know, if you're a pure footy lover, come and watch Ella Roberts play. Come and watch Jess Wrench play on Thursday night because they play the game in such great spirit and tenacity.